Hello.
Hello.
This could be fun. I usually do the admin. Well, Tracy's not here and Tom's in another meeting. So, and Jill's just said she can't come on it. So she's left me notes. Could be interesting.
It's my first time. I'm from Pendle Food for All. And I've been promoted to the bedroom today.
Well, I usually only
Due
do the
to
admin and set it up, but
sorry.
we'll get there.
Of course we will, of course we will. Is there normally quite a few people that join?
Pardon?
Is there normally quite a few people that join?
There can be 19, 20 usually. Can be. There's 2 speakers today, but
good. I noticed one on dementia. Yeah.
it's not quite 2 o'clock yet. So
Well, I thought I'd log on early because
yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, well, she hasn't got the link for People of Pendle. Would you mind sending it?
Here, I can't send it from here because it's signed on with face it, but I need the top bit.
Why are you going with it? You try to be right now.
I'm not her. It's the she needs the meeting ID. I think in the password. Right?
I'll send it.
Yeah.
You leave it back?
No, I shouldn't. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Lorna. I can't find my camera at the moment, so.
Well, it's all right. It's a blind leading the blind. Tracy normally does this. Tom normally helps me, and he's on a meeting. So, and then Jill's just sent me an email saying she can't join, so she's left me notes about the well-being partnership. So it could be fun.
Fair enough.
But Steve's here. That's one of our speakers. So I'll just wait for another couple of minutes to see who else is going to join.
I've got Colette and Kirsty here as well, care coordinators from Pendle East PCN.
Sorry? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2 more.
So, yeah. Sonia here. Yeah.
Hey, can I just ask Christine, am I chairing this meeting or are you?
Who's me? Who's saying that?
Kim Atkinson.
Kim, you can chair it. I mean, Jill sent me an email saying that she won't be here, and she's left me notes about the Pendle health and well-being.
Right.
But
All right.
you can chair it by all means. Let me see.
Okay, well, we'll make a start. Thanks everybody for
Yeah.
joining. So we've got two speakers today. We've got Steve from Dementia Positive Pendle and Sonia. Is Sonia there?
I'm here, yes.
Oh yeah. All right. Who wants to go first?
Well, I could be a gentleman and let Sonia go first, but on the agenda, I think I'm down first. So
Go on then, Steve.
I'm happy
We've
to
got
go
you
first, Sonia. Are you all right if I go first?
Absolutely fine, Steve. Fire away.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my timer on to make sure I don't go beyond my allotted 10 minutes. All right. Okay. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Steve Wilson. My role is I am chair of Dementia Positive Pendle. I've got a few partners in crime, Pam and Kim. Okay, and I'll talk a little bit about the program, what we're trying to do. Oh, and there's Rachel as well. Nice to see you. Okay. So basically, I'm chair of Dementia Positive Pendle. I took on the role about 4 years ago. I'm a retired head teacher. I used to be head teacher at Pendle College, and I retired at the end of August 2020 after nearly 14 years as headship there and 33 years of working in schools in Pendle. It was suggested by Kim that I come and talk to this group because if I'm being honest, I didn't know this group was around. I wasn't aware of this group, but it's just to raise awareness and let you know about what we're doing and bring you up to speed of what we're trying to achieve at Dementia Positive Pendle quite successfully, I feel, but we have plans where we want to become bigger and better. So just a little bit, very briefly, about my background, my motivation for doing this. When I was head teacher at Pendle College, I was happy to get involved with the group as a mechanism by which we can perhaps bring it into schools to make young people more aware of dementia. Something which touches so many people's lives, and that includes young people at schools who wanted just to do things to raise awareness. So that was my motivation. But I also had a father who from 2010 was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Okay, and he's called Billy, and I lost my father Billy last year to dementia. So I had some real life experience, particularly when my mother got cancer, and my brother and I, between us, had to support my father. And I've 72 hours living with somebody with dementia, which my mum had been doing for 13 years, brought it home to me even more about the condition and maybe trying to give a little something back. So that's certainly my motivation. But I have the pleasure of working with a group of people who are real enthusiasts about the work they do. And together we're trying to do a great deal to raise awareness in Pendle. So we used to be involved with the Pendle Borough Council, and we had development plans, action plans, key performance indicators. But what we decided very recently is we want to narrow our focus down. So basically, if I can just summarize, Dementia Positive Pendle is a group of organizations and individuals which work together to make Pendle more dementia friendly. And basically, we're going to achieve this with three very simple and broad aims. We are about raising awareness of dementia throughout Pendle, providing access to further information and understanding for anybody who needs it, but also inspiring and coordinating projects for people affected by dementia, including their carers, so help and support carers as well. Okay, so as I said, we are a tight-knit group. We used to have it used to be called Dementia Pendle Action Alliance. And I remember in the early stages sitting around a table with about 30 people in this meeting. 30 people who some have been press gang to go in there. Some people went, willingly. But I found that we weren't really making much progress. And what I remember saying in the first stage is we need a group of doers. Okay, people who are going to actually do something tangible. And I've certainly got that now. And there's 3 people who are listening in on this meeting who are very much part of it. But within the group, we've got local health providers, we've got social prescribers, huge involvement from Pendleside Hospice, Age UK, and CVS. We also have representation. And basically what I feel we are, and we are a group of doers. Post-pandemic, okay, what we became aware of is the pandemic affected us all. Okay, we'll never forget those experiences. But in terms of people with dementia and their carers, you can only imagine how traumatic a time it has been. And lots of the groups that were happening before the pandemic ceased to exist. So through a lot of work, and I've got to give a lot of credit to Pam, okay, for the work they've done over in Barnoldswick, a lot of work has been done about creating groups. And part of one of our main things is to try and get as many groups and sessions going on in Pendle across the whole of Pendle as we possibly can. So we've got the 2 butterfly groups over there in Barnoldswick and Colne, who are doing fantastic work. Barnoldswick had their 2-year anniversary, I think, back in November, December, and doing absolutely brilliant work, but also providing a template of what can be done. The Forget Me Not Cafe is set up in Bradfield Library as well, just before Christmas there. Okay, and they're getting off the ground, and we're seeing some real shoots of some good stuff going on there as well. My wife was one of the people who set up the Pavilion Cafe in Victoria Park in Nelson. Okay, and we're going to go back and see if we can get a group, which I believe has just ceased, to get a group going back in Pavilion Cafe there in Nelson. But we're also trying to make out links with Pendle Heritage Centre and see if we can get something going on. So that's a passion to try and get as many things to be going. But what we've also done, and particularly on that 3rd strand about inspiring and coordinating projects, okay, we've done a number of what we think were hugely successful events. So we've had the 2 Christmases have gone. We've had 2 brilliant sessions at the Colne British Legion, where we've had in attendance about 100 dementia people with dementia, those affected by dementia, and their carers, and also some people from the hospice, from the local care homes. And we've had brilliant successes there, and we've had the feedback from those has been brilliant. And certainly from my point of view, it brought back the reality that, although a person has dementia, they are still people in their own rights. And yes, the bar is open at this, and these people are sitting down having a drink. And when the songs start, they're singing along and they're getting up and they're dancing. But to me, it's bringing them back to what they are, the real people that's inside this awful condition called dementia. But it's also giving a bit of a break and that light relief. Now, this year we ran at a loss because that's not the most important thing to us. The most important thing is to get those people and have events. So we do have plans. We're looking to do a mini roadshow in Dementia Awareness Week from the 13th and 19th of May. So borrow the hospice bus, the Pendleside Hospice bus, and go around and just raise our profile, because we're very much about rebranding and making people aware that we're around. But we're also planning a summer event, okay, which is under a loose title of the Summer of Love, a sort of a festival themed event where we're hopefully going to get as many people. And really, it's just the members of the group, the Kims, the Rachels, and the Pams, just a chance to dress up, really. That's all they're trying to achieve from this. Okay, so we're looking to have a real fun session there as well. And we're going to be doing another Christmas. That is going to be an annual event, and we'll be doing that. So we're fortunate, and I think our profile is gradually increasing and improving. And part of what we're doing, we do get funds. So we benefited very much from generous contributions from people. But what we want to do is plow that money back into supporting and setting up new groups, providing a subsidy, providing them equipment, maybe helping with rent, whatever. possibility that we might have to help somebody with liability insurance just to make sure these sessions are running. We also, and we have talked before, we're coming back after Christmas now with some enthusiasm on what we want to do, but we also want to possibly have a digital newsletter going out. We're looking to improve our Facebook site. We want to get really take advantage of social media out there, and various other things like we're going to do. But what we need, if we're going to set up groups, we need volunteers. So I'm particularly passionate about getting volunteers to come in, because these sessions, as they are in Barnoldswick and Colne and Briarfield, are brilliant and successful because of the people who give up their time voluntarily to do that. So under the auspices of the CVS is involved with this, I'm hoping by me coming that we can let you know and let people know out there that we're looking for people who, with the passion and enthusiasm and possibly the real life experiences I have with my father, about getting involved with these dementia groups to give that time to people. I always talk about 100 miles an hour, so I think I've covered most of the things I wanted to say there. So I'm happy to take any questions if anybody has any.
Thanks.
I can't hear you.
Thanks, Steve.
Hi, Adi, I can see Adi behind you there. Good to see
Can
you.
see that, Zoe, you've got your hands up. Oh no, Z, is it? Sorry. Z?
Yes, hiya. Yeah, hi. Sorry, I don't know if you can see me, but my camera, I'm in a coffee shop, so can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can't see me, that I think I'm blurred. But thank you, that was a great, this is my first meeting that I've come to this People of Pendle. So we're a charity based in Blackburn, and I think you're doing some great work around dementia, and that's definitely needed in the community. So our charity helps support women and so empower women through a variety of activities. But the reason why I'm on the call today is because we have potentially be looking at a pot of funding to support with physical activity and outdoor walks for the Pendle area. So that's the reason why I'm on the group to find. So Steve, we definitely would like to work with yourselves and people that you've got. So if you can drop your website and maybe an email and a contact number in the chat box, and I can take that, but also or anyone else on the group who's interested for any free walks, outdoor activities and educational sessions, we would be happy to chat to you. But and also Steve, just to add on that, the work that you're doing is brilliant in educating the community, because especially in the BME community, that is very, very well unknown. So I've been looking for somebody like yourself who can deliver freelance work, paid work within the Blackburn area to educate the community around the dementia signs and symptoms and how to help. So I myself, I'm a dementia friend, but I think that needs to be done more of. So I think this will be another conversation off screen, but thank you so much, Steve. That was a brilliant work that you're doing.
Okay, that's very kind of you, but I'm not going to take all the credit. It's a brilliant group of people I'm working with, but it's lovely to hear that. Now, because Rachel's there and she does give clerical support, I'm not very good on the technical side.
That's okay.
I'm wondering, Rachel, could you, through the chat box or whatever, could you pass on my contact details, please, to Z? Is that something you can do?
Let me have a look.
I'm relying on you because
It's just at the bottom, there's a next
Yeah.
part of the little chat. Yeah, if you pop it in there, then I'll copy it over and then I can take this offline.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you
okay,
so much.
thank you, Rachel, and thank you, Z. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm trying to boost my my steps up, so I can probably join in with some of that walking as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Great.
fantastic. Lovely to hear from you.
Thank you.
Rachel, I think
Oh,
I'd like to
one
see
minute.
some. Sorry, because we don't normally use Zoom, we use Teams. So Michelle, you've got your hand up as well. Do you want to ask something?
Hi, Steve. So less of a question, more of a please let's connect. I'm the volunteer coordinator for the Volunteering for Wellbeing Community Hub, which is a BPO CVS project. My colleague Kate is going to drop our email address and contact telephone number in the chat. But Steve, I'd love to get together with yourself so that we can get more information about your volunteering roles and help with that recruitment of volunteers for you.
That's fantastic. Well, Rachel's very kindly just put my email address on there. I've just seen it pop up. So, okay, please ping me an email and we'll get in contact.
We'll be in touch. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you. This is, from my point of view, this has already been worthwhile. Thank you very much. That's great feedback.
Steve, what about the fundraising?
Yes.
young man.
Okay. Well, in the background there, and I think in my attempt to keep in the 10 minutes, this young man with the beard there is Adrian. Okay. But Adrian was part of the organisation of the Three Peaks Walk last year. And make sure you sat down when I tell you that raised £5,000 for Dementia Positive Pendle. It was absolutely outstanding. And what we've done is we've used some of our funds now to pay for AD to do to enter something called the Rat Race Sea to Summit UK Trilogy Challenge. Okay, my challenge is just saying that. He's doing the hard bit. He's doing the walking. So where normal people just do normal little walks up the Three Peaks, he's going an ultra marathon length. Okay, I'm assuming you're well into your training, AD.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Rachel's joining me on some of these training runs.
Fantastic, fantastic. As long as you can keep up with her, as long as she's on set too big a pace. Okay. So AD is very kindly going to do that on behalf of Dementia Positive Pendle, but it's this generosity and this hard work of people. I did one of these calls on Saturday to the Seroptimists as well. And the Seroptimists have very kindly donated money over the last 3 or 4 years. And I'm hoping if I did a good enough job on Saturday, they might donate more money next year as well. So raising awareness gives us some money, which is then going to facilitate us helping more and more groups. Okay, so previously when we were Pendle Borough Council, and we were very appreciative of the support, but we didn't get money, and we seem to be, getting that money back, which is what we can plow it back into to make, as I say, make sure those 3 broad aims that we have, that we are meeting those aims. Thanks for the nudge there, Kim.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting, isn't it, Steve? It's just growing now is Dementia Positive Pendle, and raising this awareness. It's only going to get bigger because everybody that's on the meeting will all know if somebody that's got dementia, but there's not the same support is there out there as there is for like cancer and other things. You can get information left, right and centre, but the support's not out there for dementia, and that's really what we're all about.
Correct.
Raising that awareness.
Well, we're going to put some money into the branding side of it. So I'm hoping soon you're going to see cars with car stickers in there talking about which are flagging up. I'm wearing my badge, and I've noticed other people should be wearing their badge. I hope they got their badges. It's just about if somebody comes up to me, and a couple of people have done already, what's that badge about? And just an opportunity to talk about it. That's what the sort of thing that simple little things like that are going to do as well.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Steve. Has anybody else got anything they want to ask Steve? No. Thanks,
No.
Steve.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Sonia, would you like to introduce yourself and your service?
Hiya, thank you. I'm Sonia from the Ingeus Pioneer Programme. It's quite nice to see quite a few familiar faces on here. I'm going to try and share a presentation with you, but I'm glad someone else said they're not as familiar with Zoom because we also use Teams. Bear with me, let's see if this works. Okay. It's not going to work because it says we've been disabled on sharing. So I'll go through it with you. Just to introduce ourselves at Ingeus, we are a provider of welfare to work and lots of different employability programs across the country. In the Northwest, we run the Work and Health Programme, which some of you may be familiar with. The Work and Health Programme launched in 2017, supporting people through DWP back into work, so people with disabilities and health conditions. In September 2023, we launched the Pioneer Programme, which is focused again at getting people back into work, but we are predominantly focused on those who are 18 plus and who are classed as economically inactive. So we're not focused on the ones that are engaging with the job centre. We're looking at people who haven't got that engagement with the job centre, maybe not claiming benefits at all, or they're claiming a benefit where they don't necessarily have to look for work, but may want to look for work. The programme is up to 15 months and it's individual tailored support. We run an accelerate model at the beginning. So this is very much a place and train model, supporting people with all elements of employability back into work. So we will be looking at, in the first 4 weeks, doing better offer calculations, making sure CVs, mock interviews, health interventions are put into place, introducing people to employers, travel planning, and as part of the support, it isn't just the 15 months. We don't just get people a job and wish them well on their way. We will continue to support people in work for up to 6 months, which we all know sometimes that's where the hard work starts. So we will be there to offer that continued support. We have various technical things that we have on programme, or HAPs are on our iWorks programmes, which are individual links that a participant will have access to throughout the programme. They will be given their own employment specialist who will work with them throughout the programme. So they will have that personalised and tailored support throughout the programme. So there's the 2 branches of the programme, and what I'm here really to talk to you about today is that Pioneer programme, because that is for myself to take referrals for that programme. So they don't have to go through the job centre for referrals to Pioneer programme. They can come directly to myself to be referred to the programme and have that guided helping hand right through the system. So we offer that personalised support. There is health support as part of that as well. There is our employer accounts manager who goes out and finds those tailored jobs for people. We help with everything from access to work. It could be funding to get into work. So it could be we've had people who've moved into self-employment, who've had things at home like the desk, the chair, the laptops, the lamps. It's a conversation right the way through. And we will make sure we can offer what support we can to moving into work. So that's 18 plus right through to retirement age. And that's kind of the programme in a nutshell, if anybody's got any questions further about it. See?
Yeah, hiya again.
Yeah.
I tried to put my video on, but it's still not working. No, thank you. That's great, great work there. Because I think we've done a similar project, and we do find people that are, going through a job centre. They do find it quite like a structured program, whereas I think you're offering quite a relaxed approach. What is the referral process? Do you have a form, or is it just an email, or do you have a website?
Yeah, we do have, and I will get it out to you. I'll just show you that. We've got a little leaflet that has on the back of it a QR code.
Okay.
They can go through the QR code. That will come directly to me anyway, but I will put all my details in the chat.
Yes.
It's literally a name and a contact number. As long as the person is happy for me to contact them, I will give them a call and start the referral process.
Oh, brilliant. So just a quick one, just from a client's perspective, when I do pass your details on, is it a normal initial consultation that you would do with them? I'm assuming what their needs are, and then do you provide face-to-face, or would it be over Zoom meetings thereafter?
Yeah, there is face-to-face as much as possible, but as I've said, it's a very individual and tailored approach. So we are encouraging face-to-face, but depending on people's conditions and range of where they're up to in their journey into employment, it can be in our offices in the community, it may be the odd phone call, so it can be mixed up.
Okay, thank you. And which is it just the Pendle area that these clients?
We cover the whole of Lancashire.
Oh, that's brilliant, right? You're not going to stop hearing from me then.
I hope not.
Yeah, if you just pop your details in the chat for me, and I'll definitely drop you an email, because one of the areas that we're trying to do in our community is education, like educating, but also there's a lot of ladies that we have who are struggling with work that don't want to go through that structured route. So I think you'd be a good shout there. So thank you for that, Sonia.
So I did miss out. So they must not be in any form of employment at the time. We've had a few referred that are in employment and looking for other work. They can't be in employment to access the programme's criteria.
Thank you.
Sorry, Kim's just had to nip out to take a call. So has anybody else got any updates they want to share on their service or anything?
Sorry, is this just an opportunity just to talk about something, or?
Yeah, well, Kim's just had to take a call. I'm sorry. Oh, I think she's just come back now.
I can see it.
Oh, sorry. Z, did you have something?
Did you say my name then, Kim? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to remind everybody that the digital project that's been run by Lancashire Libraries is still up and running. So people can still access free SIM cards, which gives you unlimited calls and texts. And I think you also get about 20 or 30 gig of data every month as well. And I think that the SIM card lasts for about 6 months and then they can apply for another. I've been in today and just double checked that it is still running. And as far as the librarian was concerned, yes, it is. So they just have to pop into the library, fill in a form, and then it'll get delivered the week later.
That's good, isn't it, that?
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. If you think everything's online and people, you know, have to apply online, and if they haven't got, you know, any credit, phone credit, can't make calls, can't get online, big barrier to accessing services. So, yeah, free SIM cards is a good thing.
Yeah. Michelle, is your hand still up?
That's a new one. Thank you. So just a quick update. We are obviously holding our second forum for our hub. This one's being hosted in Rossendale, but we do have a third forum which we are going to be delivering in March, which is going to be hosted at the Birtwistle Trust in Colne. So I'll make sure that the invites do go out for everyone in the Pendle area so that hopefully we can get some uptake from that. But obviously the hub is here Monday to Friday for all things volunteering. If anyone needs to get in touch with us, please do.
Thank you. Has anybody else got any updates from any services that they'd like to speak about?
Kim, I don't know if you've got it, but I've got the Pendle Health and Wellbeing Partnership information from Jill.
No, I haven't got that.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, please.
Right. The next meeting's the 18th of March. The partnership's exploring adopting the Healthy Weight Declaration. On the agenda for the next meeting, Pendle Team of Teams session held at the end of January. This is Pendle's response to the ICB Integrated Neighbourhood Team, which are being set up nationwide to create a new vision for the integrating primary care, improving the access, experience and outcome for communities. It centres around 3 essential offers: streamlining access to care and advice for people who get ill but only use health services infrequently, providing more proactive personalised care with support from a multidisciplinary team of professionals to people with more complex needs, helping people to stay well for longer as part of a more ambitious and joined up approach to prevention. At the end of the January session, we made good progress in determining Pendle's team of teams priorities, A&E attendance and service/estate integration. It was agreed too that the team of teams would support the Pendle health and wellbeing priorities of 1. Best start children and young people, obesity, stroke, physical inactivities and educational attainment, readiness to learn, and Bradley. Currently in the process of co-designing Pendle Health and Wellbeing Action Plan, focusing on the HWBP and team of teams priorities. And if anybody wants any further information, contact Joe Dickinson.
Thanks. Yeah. Yes, that's all right. Thanks for that, Christine. Is there anybody else? Is Hayley still on from Citadel? Is there anything you want to mention, Hayley, about the Citadel? Maybe she's left. Right. Is there anything anybody else wants to bring up?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I mean, I think this is great. You know, I'm from Blackburn in Lancashire, and we don't have anything like this where there's a group of people that come together. And I think it's great that you're sharing these experiences. And as an organisation, our predominantly base is Blackburn. where we're offering more education, physical sessions, self-defence and outdoor pursuits, but we are wanting to expand our services. So you thank you for this opportunity really to you know, to listen to all you guys do some great work, and you know, I will be in contact with each one of you because I think there's some great stuff that we can do together in co-production work. Thank you.
Okay, so the next meeting's on the 25th of March via Zoom, so the agenda will get sent out in due course. So thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Lorna.
Bye.